set to kick it away.
On the return, it's Farmer. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Running inside, it's Croma. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the move, it's Williamson. There he goes! The 40. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Running behind that left side. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Throws to the wideout. Unloads in the nick of time. Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Knights will try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, going to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Fires left side, it's Smith. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Drops back on 1st down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup up on the ground, and they're rolling. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Setting up the screen. Sweet cut there. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Running it to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, what great effort. You could tell he was fighting, scratching, breaking tackles. The problem is when you give all those second efforts and you got all those guys holding you up, slowing you down, now that football becomes vulnerable. You can punch it out. Defense punches the football out, lands on top of it. Nice momentum swing for this defense.
Gonna run it. It's Chroma. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
The offense has it first and 10 from their own 20. They'll give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Knights will snap it on first and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Lowry. Rushes on. Just got rid of that one.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Comes down. It's Hamilton.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Great coverage, great break on the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house, but you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Out wide left, it's Barnes. Caught, and he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Hits inside. It's Croma. Breaks the tackle. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to...
Makes the grab. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the 1st down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UCF!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They believe they can run right here. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, and he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Left side, it's Miller. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Bears send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the number 5 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Missouri locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Throws for the tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Needs it here on fourth down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sets his feet. It's Lowry. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. There he goes. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense, and moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Number 63, set to kick this one off.
From deep, it's Farmer. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Just gets rid of that one.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quick give. It's Chroma. Turning it on.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
To the air. It's Lowry.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Knights are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Croma. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fights off the defender. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Moves to his right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Enough to move the chains. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Got it behind the line. It's Croma. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Knights in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he gets rid of it.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 2nd down to the air. Out wide right, it's Dixon. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown Knights! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to it. Makes one man miss. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. They're working that left side. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
To give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, UCF! Once he got some room, it was over. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Throws to the wideout. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Bears want to move quickly.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Second down, going to throw it. Right side, it's Porter. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Takes a snap, wants to throw. They're all over him. And he gets it away.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And right down the middle. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The give. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got him downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires into traffic, picked off. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Out wide left, it's Miller. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. One more play to pad the stats. Drops back on 1st down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.